We are taking a little break from Baldur's Gate 2 to play a game that someone redeemed. No One Lives Forever. It's an old stealth game. I may have to mess with the audio settings a little bit to get things right. I tried to set it up before stream, but I don't know if I got it exactly how I want it yet. Yeah, we're gonna jump into it. And we are gonna, so we have easy, we have normal, we have hard, and we have super spy. So of course we are going to jump into super spy. An unknown assassin is killing off Unity's elite operatives. In spite of the danger, Kate Archer and Bruno Lori still have a job to do. Could this be Kate's first shot at a mission, fraught with peril and intrigue, or is it just another routine assignment?
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency. Report to the war room for a full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late. Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
So it's probably gonna, because it's such an old game, and I had to do a bunch of fiddling to get it to work right, it's probably gonna be scenarios where like the text on the screen is really small. And this is so this is 1080p. I tried it in 4K because but that was even like worse, and the scaling and stuff don't quite work right. But hopefully this will go well. It does not have a good borderless window AACast setup, so whenever I hop out of the tab out of it, it's gonna completely bork everything, but we'll survive. Yeah, I had to redeem to choose my next game. This is what Tony chose. What's that picture on the table there? Wow, one-handed Stringle? Left a flower. These must be the agents who the little pre-screen or pre-mission thing spoke about that have been dying. Oh, there's another flower. It's been many years since I played this. I don't remember a lot of the details. Like I'm not gonna remember any like mission, like level layouts or anything like that. And there's two games. There's No One Lives Forever 1 and No One Lives Forever 2. I remember one. I remember like one plot point, but I don't remember which game it's actually in. I remember really liking this when it first came out. I don't know how well it holds up. I don't know if there's anything which like shows you like how well you're hidden, which might make things difficult. I think most modern stealth games will sort of tell you, give you some visual indicator of how well you're hidden. I don't know if I can skip this without accidentally skipping something else. I'm a little worried that I might, if I skip this like intro cutscene, it'll skip other stuff too. Looks like it's ending though. Also, it probably wasn't widescreen initially, so I don't know if that comes into play at all. Uh-oh. Twitch TOS.
Damn. Hello. Bruno, how's France? Did you collect any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two? Really? What was her name? What do you mean you don't remember? That's horrible. Of course, I'm famished. Are you buying? Then it's a date. Let's say Maximilian's in half an hour. Ciao. I'm not very happy, you know. It's not like I thought it would be.
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade. Only that it would keep you out of jail and make it easier to sleep at night.
More wine?
I suppose.
First female operative Unity has ever employed. The committee is old-fashioned. They need time to get used to the idea of a woman in this line of work.
I know all that. But at this rate, I'll be a bloody grandmother before they give me a real assignment.
You can always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't live without excitement.
Damn it, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security because they forgot to declare a ham sandwich at Heathrow. I don't have the patience for it. It's not what I'm good at.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium now and then. Builds character.
I think I've paid my bloody dues.
Is that what you think? God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever. I'm sorry you're not happy, but you might as well get used to it. Nobody owes you a damn thing.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled. I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter on short notice.
Ye of little faith. I'll see you there.
Why don't we go together?
I've an errand to attend to first. You go on ahead.
I was about to say at the beginning of that there were supposed to be subtitles, but then they like started. I don't know why they weren't any in the first set. I noticed that I was covering up some of the subtitles. Fortunately, if I move myself to the right, then I'll cover up where the bullets are displayed. Also, I think the voices might be on like the same. Maybe on the same volume level as the sound effects, which is annoying. Because I think a lot of the other sounds will be louder.
Miss Archer, they're expecting you in the briefing room.
It's quite an accent. They're expecting me in the briefing room, okay?
Agent Archer, how thoughtful of you to join us. I hope we aren't inconveniencing you too awfully with matters of international security.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it.
It is not my ambition to be charming.
Well, that's fortunate.
I would advise you to watch your tongue. Well, if it isn't the inimitable Agent Lowry.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking dapper today.
Spare me the disingenuous flattery, old boy. It doesn't suit you.
I was being sincere. It was the one polite thing I could think to say.
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you, I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in Unity's best interest that you retire from field operations, and I will continue to campaign to that end until you accept an administrative position.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that I am. Until I'm declared unfit for duty, I will continue to prove it.
I retired voluntarily.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Fine.
Lights, please. We lost another agent this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days. It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating undercover agents, which leads us to believe that the clandestine operations section has been compromised. It seems we have a traitor in our midst.
Do you suspect anyone?
We suspect everyone.
7 operatives. That's over half the active list. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now. This situation has unfolded rather abruptly.
The assassin left a lily, a regal finale to be precise, on or near the corpse of each victim. Mean anything to either of you?
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitry Volkov. The regal finale is his calling card.
The name's familiar. What do we know about
Okay, so we already know who
He's a right bastard.
is killing people.
Specific?
Just what's in his file. Born in Kamchatka in 1921. Distinguished himself as an academic prodigy and master chess player by the age of 8, by which time he'd also earned notoriety for refining various torture techniques on neighbors' pets. It seems he joined
Yikes.
the NKVD in 37 and served as some sort of disciplinarian in a gulag near Kiev. His whereabouts during the war are unknown except for a brief mention in 43, when he was spotted by an OSS officer at Leningrad interrogating prisoners of war who would later disappear without a trace.
Ah, yes. I remember this fellow. We've had dealings with him before.
Sometime after the war, he emerged again, this time in the employ of Smersh. He's personally credited with well over 1,000 executions, spies and Soviet dissidents for the most part. In 61, a failed assassination attempt left him without an eye. He was shot in the face at close range by one of our finest agents.
You flatter me, but I shouldn't have missed.
He escaped by throwing himself off a 70-foot cliff into an icy river. It was presumed that he survived, as no body was ever recovered. In fact, rumor has it, he's currently working for an organization calling itself HARM, as Director of Executive Action. I don't have to tell you what that means.
What do we know about harm?
We're very well informed.
Unfortunately, there's very little about them in
Well,
our files.
Well,
except for
despite the obvious
them.
risks, we still have a job to do. In this case, a very important one.
Wet work.
Precisely. And after this recent catastrophe, the two of you are our only available assets.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman. Emotional inconstancy and assassination do not make especially good bedfellows, if you take my meaning.
Implicitly. But you shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
I don't think I like your tone.
I don't think I like you.
I believe what Agent Archer means to say, Smithy, is that she appreciates the chance, however fortuitous, to demonstrate her abilities as an operative, and that she'll endeavor not to disappoint the committee. Isn't that so, Agent Archer?
Aye.
That's not what it sounded like to me.
Enough of this. Time is of the essence. Stop by the toy shop before you go. They've some new gizmos you might find useful. Don't dally too long, though. Your flight leaves at 6 p.m.
Where are we going?
Morocco. Agent Archer, what does HARM stand for?
I haven't figured that out yet.
See if you can't find out. And be careful. Both of you.
Okay. Okay. I don't actually know if choosing dialogue options has any like meaningful change in the game. I don't remember. I do know I started mission 1. Just like check where I should set my avatar up and make sure it worked. And I noticed at that one there's a beginning dialogue choice, which kind of changes slightly how the first mission works, like making it more difficult or more tutorial-like. But I don't know if anything else matters. Like, I don't know if any story or anything important actually changes based on dialogue options. So I'm just going to be really snarky. Besides, I think they deserve it.
I strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
And I did not do training while I was testing the stuff out. Okay, presumably I want to go to basic field tactics first.
Welcome to Basic Field Tactics. This course comprises several areas, each with its own lesson. You must complete each lesson in order to proceed. Now step up to the active station designated by the flashing light. Your crosshair will change to indicate an item that can be activated. Alright, now open the door to the next area. Bystanders will often speak to you if you activate them. Sometimes they will share useful information. Sometimes they just want to chat. Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk. Try activating Leon.
Okay, so I can holster weapons to talk to people.
Well done.
Alright, now open the door to the next area.
Although I don't actually know what the holster button is.
If you want to skip a cutscene, simply press the space bar.
These are some disguises.
Congratulations! You've completed the Basic Field Tactics course. You should
Wow.
now continue to the Advanced Field Tactics area, where you will receive specific instruction for your upcoming mission. Note that new simulations will be prepared for you before each mission.
Yeah, new simulations for each mission. Okay, so this is probably going to be some really short training based on like basic movement and stuff, and then like individual objects I might get like new items and stuff. Probably get before each mission. So all that taught me was how to activate things, that I can holster weapons, although I don't know the button for it, and how to skip cutscenes. Advanced Field Tactics.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics. Keep an eye out for ammunition boxes. Each can contain various ammunition types. Once the box is empty, it will disappear. You won't have the opportunity to heal while on a mission, so you'll need to rely on body armor to protect yourself from damage. Be warned that certain types of damage will ignore armor completely, though, such as that sustained from falling or running out of oxygen. Alright, now open the door to the next area. While on a mission, always keep an eye out for miscellaneous intelligence items that might be of benefit to us. Here are some of the items you should look for. The more you recover, the better your mission rating will be. Pick up these intelligence items to proceed.
I don't remember if mission rating like plays into anything. Like if that's like in modern games you would get like skill points or something based on how well you do. Dossier, briefcase. Hello, Mercury. Welcome, welcome. Envelope. Film. Loose files.
Alright, now open the door to the next area. You may occasionally be called upon to arm or disarm explosive devices. Simply activate the device to enable or disable it as necessary. Disarm these mock explosives in order to proceed. Alright, now open the door to the next area.
I wonder if their proximity or timed or both.
It's often advisable to move as quietly as possible.
I'm good, Mercury. Thanks for asking.
The faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. It is therefore advisable to walk or move in a crouch when you're trying to be discreet.
Okay, yeah, so what's my walk button? Enter? What the hell? Well, toggle always run is... Anything on shift? Can I change that? Okay, yeah. Wonder if I should, I'm trying to see if I can, in caps lock will switch whether I'm running or walking by default. It looks like crouching. Well, I'm not sure. I can't actually tell. I couldn't tell if you can, like, crouch run to go a little bit faster. Looks like you probably can.
I heard you.
Oh, oops.
Step behind the yellow line to reset the simulation.
Didn't realize that's what I was actually supposed to be doing. Okay, hold on.
Well done.
The volume of your footsteps can be modified by the material upon which you're moving. Be careful of tile, metal, and other hard surfaces. Whenever possible, favor carpet or turf. Alright, now open the door to the next area.
Okay. So is that like metal?
Wow, you're pretty light-footed.
If you're not sure what to expect around a corner, it is generally safe to step out for a moment to see what's up ahead. As long as you duck back quickly, you probably won't be spotted. Of course, the closer you are to an enemy, the more likely it is that you'll be seen, so listen for footsteps or conversation before leaving cover.
Okay, yeah, it's metal. Okay. So we can kind of peek around corners without immediately getting spotted. It doesn't have like a lean or anything. Some modern games do, or at least they haven't told us it does. Two, all employees, do not abuse your phone privileges. All personal calls must be logged and sent to accounting on the second Tuesday of each month. Thank you.
Use your flashlight to find your way to the door.
Okay, what's my flashlight button? I may have accidentally changed that. L. What kind of button is L for flashlight? Let's see, do I want to... I may want to try swapping that. Hold on. Actually... Inventory, no. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can change that to something that it's not going to conflict with. F was already on something, but that's just the keyboard button for attacking, it looks like. So I should be able to use that instead. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, there we go.
Your flashlight is an effective tool, but it can also give away your position. Try not to let enemies see the beam.
That means there's going to be somebody here. Also, all my lights are on in my room right now because it improves tracking. So there's hard to see very dark screens at the moment. Okay. Report to the firing range for weapons training.
So, do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Have you seen the commission form for that thing? They want everything that the TR-60 and TR-61 can do, all in one device. But, hand me that atomic retroscopic analyzer thingy, will ya? But they don't understand that Clancy's team was killing themselves just to get the TR-60 up to spec. And that was back when they had twice as many designers with 4 times the development time. Not only that, but the TR-60 was designed as an infiltration device, and the CT-180 is meant for emergency extractions.
So, have you heard what Carrington's team is working on?
Yeah, an ultra-quiet vacuum cleaner.
If that thing's really supposed to be some big secret, why the hell do they keep talking about it in the Unity newsletter?
I wonder if, is there like a, is there like a mission status button? I wonder if there's something which like tells me how many of the secret items that I'm looking for I found. Sidestep. Turn around. What a weird, weird button. It looks like it, this was back still when they made games that may not always use a mouse. Hold on, let me see here. Okay, holster weapon is H. Inventory. Uh-oh, there are boops happening in chat. Objectives and status. Okay. Let's check that real quick. Objectives. Okay, that just puts an overlay up. And then, okay, yeah, here we go. Stealth detected, disturbances caused. Wonder if my, okay, so it tells me how many items I've found, but not, how many there actually are. It might tell you at the end of the level, though. Okay, picked up a bunch of ammo. Check firearms encounter before leaving.
Hello, Kate. How are you? Smithy wants me to run you through a basic firearms refresher course.
Okie dokie. Which weapon would you like to practice with? Revolver.
It can't be adequately silenced, but its simple design accommodates a wider range of ammunition types than most automatic pistols can reliably handle.
Okay, so ammo types. Oops. Dope. I have to screw with my mouse sensitivity. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. This is my reminder of how terrible I am at shooters. Hold on, can I do that again?
Shepherd Arms P38 9mm pistol is a rugged little automatic that was favored by Allied commanders during World War II. It features a 10-round magazine and can be fitted with a silencer.
Oh wait, maybe, is that a hit? Okay, I thought it was gonna like do a green if I hit them. Okay, what's, how do I change ammo types? Hold on, weapon hotkeys. Ammo types. I wonder if next function is different ammo, maybe? Hmm.
The Hampton carbine is the world's only truly silent firearm. Of course, silence is a relative term when it comes to guns, but the Hampton's muzzle noise is little more than a stifled cough. It fires a .45 caliber automatic Colt pistol cartridge, making it less lethal than most rifles, but it compensates in subtlety what it lacks in punch.
Okay, that's switching between weapons. Ah! Having trouble doing, like, small movements. Okay. Keep an eye out for, miscellaneous items.
Some things to note about firearms. If the dynamic crosshair option is enabled in the menu, you can gauge your accuracy by the relative size of your crosshair. The larger it is, the worse your aim will be. The next function key is very important. With it, you can cycle through the available ammunition types for a given weapon. More importantly, it cycles through a gadget's various functions. For example, it allows you to toggle between the Berette's lockpick and weapon modes. Learn to monitor your ammunition. Reload your weapon between firefights to make sure you don't run empty at inopportune moments.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. I have no idea what these, like, different types of ammo do. Unity medical report. Oh, here we go. Dum-dum rounds typically cause bleeding wounds that are characterized by an accelerated pulse. Subjects frequently report being deafened by their own heartbeat for a brief period. Okay. Okay, I don't seem to have dynamic crosshair on. Where is that? Actually, I wonder if that's potentially not available on the highest difficulty setting. Dynamic crosshair. If I can't find this quickly, I may try and look for it during a break. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. Crosshair. Dynamic scaling on. Okay, yeah. Cool. Oops.
You can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to dispatch an enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials.
Interesting. So presumably there's somebody behind this. Yep. Leon, please remind operatives that they can use the zoom and zoom out keys with scoped weapons for a closer view of a distant target. Okay. Wonder if okay, yeah, crouching seems to affect my sway. How do I unzoom? There we go. Oops.
Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire. If you're ever in doubt, look at your crosshair. It will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly. Use the holster weapon key to conceal your weapon rapidly. If your weapon is already holstered, hitting this key will draw the last weapon you had out.
Okay, that color thing doesn't work when zoomed in. Oh, dang. I, scared him because I had my, weapon out.
You can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to dispatch an enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials. Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire. If you're ever in doubt, look at your crosshair. It will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly. Use the holster weapon key to conceal your weapon rapidly. If your weapon is already holstered, hitting this key will draw the last weapon you had out.
Oh, my flashlight's on for some reason. Okay. A report to Santa's workshop for gadget training. This button is annoyingly far away from my left hand to hit. I want to change the button that's on. Okay, gadget lab. Guess that's the exit.
Let's talk about your Barrette. In its default mode, it can be used as a lockpick, ideal for bypassing certain keyed padlocks. Of course, the more complicated the mechanism, the longer it will take to pick. Note that the Barrette only works on padlocks with keyholes.
I wish there was a toggle crouch option. Okay, so some locks take longer to pick than others. To the technology division, please be prepared to move your cubicles from section 4 to section 5 next Wednesday to make room for the accounting division. Dang accountants. Leon, please be sure to inform all operatives that most keyed padlocks can be shut off as well as picked. Interesting.
The Barrette can also be used as a weapon by hitting the next function key. When you slash an adversary, the pressure on the blade releases a small amount of toxin into his bloodstream. Quite deadly.
Yep. Okay. That wasn't what I was expecting to happen, but sure. Coin confusion is like.
Change can come in very handy when you need to distract someone. Practice tossing this coin to divert the guard's attention. Try not to throw it off any high ledges.
Hello? Well, I suppose nothing at all is there anyway.
He only like
Hello?
No, there.
Got to lay after whiskey, I suppose.
How do you get him to like go to a certain place?
Hello?
Must have been one of those, what you call hallucinations or something.
I'm not sure I fully understand how that works.
A suspicious agent doesn't leave corpses lying about, as they tend to arouse suspicion. Judging by your slight frame, you won't have much luck hauling bodies away.
Oi!
So we've come up with this special body-removing powder just for you. Sprinkle a bit of it on dead tissue and voila! The cadaver will vaporize almost instantly.
Okay, that probably means I can't, like, carry bodies around to hide them. Which means I want to keep body counts low, probably. Is that everything? Proceed to the exit. Where's the exit?
When are you going to take me up on my dinner offer?
Perhaps if I find myself on the verge of starvation, perhaps.
Why are there no signs for the exit? Oh, here it is.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission and come back in one piece.
Will do. Rank spy, best rank spy. Intelligence data 13 has 16 items. Wow, so I actually missed some items there. Weird.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. The assassination attempt is expected to come on the last day of Monroe's upcoming holiday in Morocco as he is leaving his hotel. There will likely be multiple assailants. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he's in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
Liquidate. Yeah, protect Ambassador Monroe from harm assassins. Rendezvous with Bruno at the Grand Caravan Hotel. Head for the coast and rendezvous with the Abigail. Prevent civilian casualties. It's like I can select equipment. Looks like I can, okay, so I have to have the carbine, then I can pick what else I want. The default is the default's the pistol. Can be fitted with a silencer. Let's go with that one, probably. Get all that stuff by default, and it doesn't look like I have any alternative choices. Silencer for carbine, scope for carbine, and silencer for the pistol. Okay, great. 5 coins. And 5 body removers.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good
Got a
girl.
great
You're
outfit.
growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once, a few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. Turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
That would be lovely.
Okay. Let's see. Save, and we've got an ad coming up a little. Really?
To your left, on the far balcony.
I want to go home.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
On the roof to your left.
Why not?
It's so foreign.
On the roof to your
Well,
right.
it is a foreign
Oh, I missed.
I know that. But Canada's a foreign country, too.
Okay, it doesn't look like I have to get
I
headshots.
thought the reason you wanted to come here was that it is so different.
Yeah.
Why don't you try
I wonder if the game pauses while I have this, while I'm reading this stuff. Unity memo, itinerary for Ambassador Monroe's Moroccan visit. Sightseeing, golf, appointment at Madame Sasha's. Sounds suspect.
Think so?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe you're right.
We've got an ad coming up shortly.
Let's walk down to the Medina and see some sights.
Okay.
I wonder if it's
Straight ahead, to the left
Oops.
of the tower.
Okay.
On your left, coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
I'm not gonna bother trying to get headshots.
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
I wonder if I'm gonna need to
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
switch rooms or something. Or if it's all gonna be right here.
To your left, on the far balcony.
At least they take a bit of time to aim.
On your left, coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
This is kind of an interesting first mission. I would think you'd get because it's very like stand still and shoot people. When the ad starts, I'm gonna go make coffee, which means it'll be a little bit longer than usual.